Oh, welcome back here into the Sinners versus 9 game for the ESL Pro League Season 17 conference event. We're in the second match now. First game was lost by Sinners on their map pick on Ancient, and here we go into Mirage.
This, of course, being Nine's map pick, so we are expecting them to be able to maybe do a little bit better as they immediately rush in through apps, and it's a nice little trade-off.
Oh, Beastic is able to get killed as well. Oskar with one of his own. Kylar and Key already been dropped. 2 players left. It's going to be Goofy, but he's dropped almost immediately by 0. Fantastic first round here from the side of Sinners.
It was a great trade, and then it wasn't. Things very quickly turned in Sinners' favor. It did seem a little bit chaotic on the side as well. Flashes galore, to be honest. Popping left and right, and made it very difficult for 9 to keep pushing that aggression, as Sinners, of course, much quicker to react to the utility that was coming out. So finally, this is the first pistol round that Sinners have won in this series. And keep that in mind for everyone.
Oh, I thought it was... Oh, there you go. Zero and ZEDKO able to clean up house. I thought Goofy were able to pick up that MP9. Maybe they were going to be able to do more, but most of them only had Glocks, so being able to get that 1 kill was quite the boon by itself. So economy is now going to be down to the wire here. This bonus round from Sinners is going to be everything. If they could win this, Sam, it's going to be big.
Yeah, sorry, Tom, you didn't get to cast that previous round. It was over before it even began, unfortunately. But yeah, this is going to be a pretty important one economically. 9, of course, buying into this. They need to get themselves around. Oh my god, ZEDKO. No!
Oh, they push straight up in towards apartments, and unfortunate for them, they managed to find 1, but it's Goofy. They lost 2. Key able to get those 2 kills is going to be huge. He may well be low HP, but at the end of the day, the pressure is going to be there. Sinners going to be at disadvantage. They've got 2 rifles and only an MP9. Make that 1 rifle and 1 MP9 because mynio spot struck through the top of that smoke. Able to get that kill now. He's be pushing through a palace. 0 catches him off guard. Oh no, Oskar. He's got the MP9. He pushes up and he gets the kill. Too easy. Headshot comes through. Kylar able to get one of his own, and now it's going to leave 1 player to try and win this. 1 player to win it all, as it were. Sinners trying to win their bonus round. Even if Oskar does die here, they've done fantastically well here. Oh yeah. And there's 45 seconds. The smoke's going to dissipate. They can then use their utility in tandem to be able to take care of business. Never mind, Oskar. He's cheeky beaky, gets the kill, and now he can chuck down the Molotov. And this is looking rather dire. I think that was rather careless, I think, from 9's side. Killer's going to be playing rather aggressive. He's going to be pushing down. Oscar's going to be in a perfect position to counter him. And he's going to have the opportunity to be able to hit the headshot. He lands it as well. Sinners sending a message home to 9.
Jeez, Oskar performing incredibly well there in that clutch moment towards the end. And they don't even lose their bonus. That's the really impressive part from this, right? Like we said, even if they lost, they did a ton of damage to 9's economy. So that's good. That's fantastic. It would have really stunted them long term. But instead, Oskar just goes ahead and wins the whole damn round. Gets them the extra cash from winning the round and shoves 9 back down onto pistol. So any momentum that they could have started to gain will likely get stunted here. However, with this pistol buy, we're looking at a rush, and that is indeed what it's going to be.
Oh, pistol's going to be coming out. Kylar should be able to get this one. Beastic was a little bit too scared to look up above him. Now Key pushing on through. He's got the take 9. He could find this kill from a distance, and he does. Key making a difference, but Goofy may well be playing a little bit too aggressive here if he's not careful. If he just hold this angle, that'd be absolutely beautiful. mynio and Co going to be pushing up behind these players. Gets the headshot, but not the kill. Shocker's going to be heavily damaged. And oh, ZEDKO does get onto Key. 1 player left alive. The bomb plant should be coming through momentarily, I'd imagine. At us. There we go. That's the bomb down. He's got an AK in hand as well. Able to pick that up from the dead body. Now he's playing a little bit more aggressive up in towards this short position, realizing that there is 2. ZEDKO's got an AWP in hand. Very low HP, but it doesn't really matter. He's going to be playing for this long position. He can't quite make it work, though. Oskar going in for the clutch. Not this time round, Oskar. Not back to back. 9 put a round on the board.
Oskar, man. That's where it's at, you know? Oskar with the 1v2 clutch, Hades with a 1v2 clutch, and I mean, Hades planted, he was in Narnia when his whole team was busy dying on A. Manages to get that plant down, and I don't know, man, Spidey sense. He's checking that back short position. He's wondering maybe someone's going to try and push in from that way, but watches over, manages to get those 2 kills. There was a premonition. And he manages to bring that back in Nine's favor. Bearing in mind that was an upgraded pistol round. Hades managed to recover a rifle and clutch the round with it.
Oskar getting that first kill is going to be big. Kylar going to be falling to the wayside. AWP, M4. They've made use of them and they can go in for an upgrade as well. B6 playing super aggressive and he falls a little bit short and Oscar's not there to back him up. That could have been a different case. If Oskar had helped, they might have been able to get an upgraded gun for their player instead of just losing one. He had backed off, trying to play a little bit more defensively. Not wanting to lose the orb, as it were. 9, slowing things down. Trying to gather some information, work out where some of these CT players are based. Mynio at the moment just in towards that mid position, below window. Smoke goes out. It's gives an opportunity for him to be able to make something of this. Shock turns around just in time to stay alive. Hades is going to be holding this position, so if he does any kind of peek, he could go down. ZEDKO has been spotted. The information's here. They now know that there's a player in towards jungle. Shock somehow gets the kill to Hades. That is an illegal move. 0 to Goofy. That is the bomb. Lost guns upgraded. Mynio, meanwhile, does take down ZEDKO and Oskar. And we're in the same position. 2v1 onto ramp. Upgraded gun on towards the Sinners player, and then we're going to be playing it slow this time. They're just going to be playing aggressive, and it works! Mynio! Like I said, he's such an impactful player in some of these rounds. We saw it on Ancient, it comes through into this again.
Some of these rounds have been pretty weird. Also, somebody mentioned something in chat, and I just had to go and double check it. And yeah, Oskar is 31. That is nuts.
He's a boomer player, and he's an absolute beast.
He's smashing it.
Yeah.
What a performer. Love to see it. Gives the rest of us boomers some hope. No, not me, but you know.
But me, you know, he's only, depressingly, he's only a couple of years older than me, so I shouldn't really speak.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. But yeah, no, he is a legend in his own right. He's done very well throughout his whole career. He is a legend. B-Stick is going to be on site, very little in hand. It's going to be the MAC-10 that Kate takes care of him. This round's like very much in the bag here, Sam. There's just nothing Sinner going to do.
I love a full buy with a MAC-10. I love it. I think that's so much fun. It's definitely not something you can do round after round, you know, super consistently, because eventually it's going to get read into and it's just going to get insta-counted. But as like a really fun kind of throw it in there once or twice per map as a surprise run, I think it's so cool. Goofy breaches out onto the site with one flash. This time around, Sinners, of course, they gambled the B site and that wasn't it. So, yeah, works out quite nicely for them. Now Sinners just chilling. They don't want to give over cash, I guess?
Yeah.
I don't have too much to lose, so just deny 9 from getting extra money from kills.
Yeah, I've had in those stats here. Mynio. Hades able to clean up a couple of kills here. Unfortunately, you really want the MAC-10 to be getting those kills. Extra $600 per kill is absolutely amazing, but wasn't it going to happen? Goofy going to be sticking, I think, with the MAC-10, and they're looking to build up the bank.
Yeah. Mission failed. Did not manage to stop 9 from getting those last few kills. Yes, Goofy, tip of the spear, MAC-10. I don't think it's going to work this round. I don't think it's going to really get too much done. But it is always fun to watch. Now they're going back to a more default position. They've left mid relatively open, so Sinners have some serious map control here. And they're taking it quite aggressively as well. They
do slow things down for a couple of moments. Now looking to chuck the smoke in towards window, but no one's there for it to affect. Oh no, 0. Shot by Key. The smoke came up in towards Palace just in time to block them off. ZEDKO going to be able to find one. Looking to potentially find some more here, but it's going to be 0. Burning alive. Mynio. Goofy, last players left alive. Make that. That's actually my mistake there, as he's going to be last one left alive instead with the AWP. And ZEDKO doesn't care. He's got to be playing in. He has a 0 chill, trying to burn this player alive. What a Molotov. Oh, 2 HP. He almost burned himself alive here. Never mind. His teammate comes in, gets the kill from the T-spawn. And that's an extra AWP on their hands. Or AAWP for oskar.
4-3. Very back and forth. Very similar to what we saw on Ancient, to be fair, right? That first half was very, very back and forth. I'm curious to see if it kind of continues along with that trend. And again, we talk about long-term economy and how teams will try really hard to just kind of keep chipping away at that. And as we look at it, right, both of these teams in a really tight spot in terms of what cash they have available. So this could be a pretty important momentum round just for, you know, the next couple of rounds. Unless we see a crazy eco again. Those are always interesting to watch. I don't like how much free space 9 give to Sinners.
Yeah,
like they just yeah.
I was going to say, yeah, I agree. This mid position, that there's very little help. Like they don't have any real estate here themselves. They've just given it all over to Sinners. And as soon as you do that, they have a lot of information to play with. Yep.
Can't really play information starve if you're allowing them to push out and get the info.
I think 9 are going to be playing in for the old the time, as it were. Run it down. Use as much utility as you can. Now, shot just in time. Never mind. A little bit too early on the draw. He's going to get taken care of. Hades onto 0. That's a good old trade. But oskar gets a little bit of vengeance here with his own AWP. His position has been called goofy. He's going to be giving away his own. oskar going to be holding towards his connected position. He's able to find that kill. Looks to be backing off. There's going to be a player coming up through this connected position behind him. He's fast reacting, goes up the no-scope, gets it, dives in towards the mid position. ZEDKO may well go down. The no-scope tries to come through for oskar, but he has to reload. Unfortunately for him, 5 bullets is a limiting factor here. It makes such a big difference. Oh no, Kylar, he's right behind you.
Oh, he's moonwalking.
No, he's going to be running his card out. No! Ah, that is a RIP. Very well played by B-Stick. Just sitting in the corner. Playing a very quiet game.
Hey, you know what? If it works, we take it. That was I genuinely thought he was just gonna moonwalk his way in onto the site. Eventually he does turn around, but doesn't realize B-Stick's hiding just around the corner. And this is it again. They give up all of that space, and to an extent, it almost does work out. They get 2 really great kills, and oskar comes through with the kind of heroics play again. 3 AWP shots, one of them being a flashy little no-scope. So, on paper, that could have worked. But I guess you kind of have to realize who you're playing against, and you can't always take those risks. Sometimes it can work out. This time, wasn't to be. Back down onto pistols, 2 hero rifles to try and breach the site.
Yeah, lots of utility going to be getting used. He able to take down 0. Goofy pushing up in towards connector. Almost getting the kill, not quite able to secure it though. B-Stick may well have an opportunity to get the kill. Killer's on the other side of this smoke, but he moves down. Wasn't read quite correctly. oskar with AWP! Get another kill. Looking in for a 3rd if he can. Switches on through, but the Tech 9, too strong of a sniper, gets the kill across the site. Bomb's position is known, and it is dropped. mynio looking to try and clutch this now by himself, running with his knife out. There's no one too immediately close to him, so you can make this work. 22 HP on both the players. That's 1 shot each if he hits them correctly. Like across most of the body. I don't just mean, oh, headshot only. No, just, you know, shoot them in the toe. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Checking out through shop, through market. It's not a kitchen. Anyone who calls it a kitchen are idiots, because there is no sinks. There's nothing about it that is a kitchen. Stop being NA players. Anyway, mynio clean out these angles. Has an opportunity. ZEDKO, he's going to be last one left alive. It's going to be a 1v1 situation. mynio has an opportunity to clutch this and get the 4th round on the board. This is their map pick, remember, but you can't quite find them. 15 seconds left on the clock. He's going to have to try and go for a plant. And ZEDKO, he's playing around with the food. And there we go. Takes mynio to the slaughterhouse.
This is it, man. One of my favorite things. I talk about it so often. Map control. Sinners have it. Completely, well and truly. 9 give up so much of that space, and one of the other things about giving up that space is that you also make it a lot easier for the enemy team to make rotations. when you are taking that space, you're denying the avenues that they're able to use. When you give that up, you make it so easy for Sinners to rotate, to respond to whatever your movements are. Consistently, they just leave mid completely open, and Sinners find themselves being able to push back completely uncontested.
Multi-kills here. Coming in. A couple of kills anyway. ZEDKO and Zero are going to be chiming in. I don't really expect too much from this, from 9. Sinners, I'm probably thanking them for picking a fairly default map. Makes it a lot easier for them to play with. And oskar, he knows his map very well. Ooh, Zero turning around just in time to get some damage in. Not the kill. Mynio able to chime in, get one for his own now. Has an opportunity, but he does get spotted out. But unfortunately, it's to the demise of Shock. Shock doesn't quite realize how much danger he was in. ZEDKO. Nice trade-off here. Mynio does go down. 2 players lost on the side of Sinners. It's not going to be the end of the world, but they have very little money on their side, Sam. So this economy is getting torn apart, even with those 2 players going down.
Long-term economy, very often the difference maker. But again, with Sinners at a 3-point lead, does it make that much of a difference? At this point, when you can scrape some sort of an economy together, you have to start winning rounds. So next round, hopefully they should be able to buy in, or at least force in. And then they need to win and start building some sort of momentum. As it stands now, they're in a serious problem.
I can agree with that. Key does go down, and it's going to be that's the last player left alive. I will mention, if you're in chat, do a quick refresh of the page, and you might have a better stream experience. Hadas, they're going to walk past him. He misses a shot. Don't Nico it. He doesn't. He managed to get the kill. Now peeking up in towards Take a Booth. Going in for these shots. He could land one more, but no, he doesn't. 10 HP. You know what? Fantastic round. They get the bomb down, and they get 3 kills. That is huge. The fact that Sinners allowed that to happen is kind of crazy.
For an eco round, that's pretty much one of the best results you can ask for. Now, of course, they come into this round with that little bit of extra cash. They're going to be able to buy in. Like we said, right? They will have to buy into this round, or they will be able to. But now, 4-round deficit. Sinners 1 round away from confirming a lead at the half. Sinners themselves taking a timeout at this point, which it's always a bit of a double-edged coin, right? Like you don't want to stop the momentum that you have. It can actually be very detrimental. Sometimes teams will actually do it to an enemy team if they're running too far ahead, and they'll be like, all right, we need to break their momentum, but also figure out, you know, what we're doing wrong. So it's sometimes odd to see that a team that is on a win streak will take a timeout themselves and break their own momentum. However, after losing a few players in that previous round, knowing that their economy is not as healthy as they'd like it to be going forward, I think they need to discuss, you know, how they're going to ensure that this round and the next few rounds are going to be as clean as possible. Particularly because if they win this round, then 9 are, yes, they're on a full loss round bonus, but it'll still be a difficult buy for them. So right now, Sinners, their ideal is to just really dig their heels in, because if they can win this round, I think 9 are going to be a little bit mentally boomed.
Oh. Here's hoping they do manage to do something here. Kylar does go down right off the bat. And oskar really being a key player for his team. 15-6. Absolutely huge. Zero does go down. Able to get the first kill for his team. First loss for Sinners here in regards to players on this round. oskar again getting another kill. Key going down. Able to get this trade here on the player that initially got the kill. That's going to be low on HP, but his movement is smooth. Unfortunately, Goofy just pushes through the smoke. He goes down, and now mynio looking to push on over towards B. This could work. Hadas, I don't know if his position was known. I don't think his footsteps, his jumping was heard out in towards the window area, and now the Molotov goes out. The rotation is going to be coming through, but Hadas is looking to try and help his teammate. He spots out the player on site, gets the kill, now turning in towards Market. He misses a shot. Shot goes down, and now it's going to be a 1v2. mynio, he has to turn into the Clutch Meister. For 9, they need everything from him. He's going to hide in a very default position here behind Truck, which actually works in his favor. ZEDKO going to be coming up through the apartments here. Trying to find any information. Flash is heard from Mynio. He's now going to be locking onto a slightly different position. Unnerved here. Gets the kill. ZEDKO goes down. Flash is going to be getting dropped down. He's going to be peeking up. It's going to be oskar. AWP in hand. He's already killed 2 people. He's being spotted. Information played. He gets the jump shots. Mynio shots oskar down. Gets a 3-piece for himself. And what a wonderful play.
And what an important round for 9 to win. Yes, it was a really, really close round. They just managed to get through it by the skin of their teeth. And with oskar being the last person standing, that could have ended very differently. But they do manage to win it for themselves. And it's important because now they have some cash to use. This is a good time to take that time out. I think just kind of rally yourself a little bit, figure out what your next steps are going to be. Because Sinners, we'd mentioned it, neither team had really been able to build up any sort of an economy. So Sinners now find themselves in a really, really precarious spot. There might be a couple of upgraded pistols, but I don't think that it's going to be a massive force into this. I think that would be really, really short-sighted. So that's going to be awkward for them on this particular round. They're likely not going to be able to come out on top of it, and it makes it that much more important for 9 to win out on that one, because Sinners don't really have any sort of a loss streak. So they can really punish this as much as possible to try and just stomp that econ down and start building up one of their own.
Sinners. It's a fairly full way for them to fall. We've seen them on a couple of pistol rounds, but they still managed to get 7 rounds on the board. 9 are going to be 3 rounds behind, and they have an opportunity here to chime in and get a couple of extras. Mynio here, star player for his team right now. Really been proving himself, and well, the bomb's going to go down. Fairly default round for them. They could lose a couple players here to the pistols if they're not careful. We've seen it multiple times from both sides. Smoke's going to dissipate, and now Goofy looking to chime in for a couple of his own kills. oskar, of course, it's oskar. Gets a kill with the pistol. Eventually going to go down, but the damage has been done. Kill does happen to go to Goofy, who is low on HP. Kylar, please. Thank you. Ran out of bullets, but made it work.
Starting to see some signs of life from 9 again. Bearing in mind this is their map pick. But they're on the T side, so that can stall you out a little bit, especially when you have a team like Sinners, who seems to have such a good understanding of the map and how to control it. So 9 getting that second round in a row. Sinners get 1 kill, but it's not going to make the biggest difference in the world, because 9 are starting to feel that little bit more comfortable in their position. And as we said, right, they want to try and decimate this economy. If they can win this round, Sinners again in a really, really tight spot. Oh, and Shock is already taken off the board. That's a great way to start it off.
Even better, 0. He's going to get divided into nothing here by the AWP on Hadas's side. Absolutely wonderful. 7-5. Remember, this is 9's map pick here, Sam. Oh, that was close. Not close enough, though. And the fact that they've been struggling on it, but obviously Sinners are on the CT side, so that's fair enough. 5 rounds so far on 9's side. That is, you know, solid going, and they're not at the end yet. They've still got 3 rounds to go. If they get this round on the board, 6 rounds, that'd be pretty good going. Any more than that, they're going to be fairly happy. And, well, looks like Sinners are going to be giving up this round. They've given up the whole of the A side, so there should be another round on the board.
Yeah, they'd already decided after losing those 2 players, you know what, maybe not. Maybe we just sit this one out, go into the next one. And again, it's like I said, because if they had lost all of their players in this one, their economy is an absolute mess. And 9 know this, which is why they're now going on the hunt. Because if they can take away 1 or 2 more weapons the next round, and obviously the lack of long-term economy is going to work heavily in their favor. At the end of this round, there's only 2 rounds left, and 9 absolutely want to have them under their back. They really want to go into this with a lead into their own CT side, because bearing in mind they are on match and series point. If they win this map, that's it. They head through in the upper.
What?
Video. A rifle.
His flick was great, but it was in the wrong direction. He turned right, meant to turn left.
Oh, maybe he's got inverted controls. Maybe that's what happened.
Oh man, I've heard horror stories of players playing with like spacebar as like W key. It confuses the absolute hell out of me. Yeah.
I have a friend who plays World of Warcraft on numpad.
Well, he's a World of Warcraft player, so
What, are you saying that he's special?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Well, Here we go, Sam. Sinners, they really need this. Otherwise, like you said, they're going to be out of the run-in here for the Pro League spot. This is a lower bracket. A best of 3. Sinners versus 9. 9 won the map on Ancient. And now Kylar, look at the spray down. ZEDKO does exactly that. There is a player above him. He has to be careful. Molotov goes out. B-Stick does go down. Does take down mynio. Funnily enough, mynio died in pretty much the exact same spot he did in the last round.
It's almost like it's telegraphed.
Don't say that, chat will go wild. That's able to get that kill though onto B-Stick. That is a good entry, but they're going to have to slow it down. Oscar's the only one with a rifle on his team. A couple of pistols here. Never mind, 1 pistol. That's 0 dies, as I say that. And I mean, this is pretty much a round looking like it's over. Yep. I suspect if you're Oscar, you just want to save that weapon at this point.
What's really funny is, so Sinners took that timeout after winning their 7th round, and I was like, ooh, bit of a coin flip, because this can break your momentum and cause problems. They have yet to win a round since they took that pause. Coincidence? Probably. But, you know, it happened, and that says a lot. Last round in the half coming at you, folks. Sinners in a bit of a tight spot. Not gonna, they'll be able to buy in. I mean, and it'll be a relatively healthy buy as well. So it's not going to be the end of the world, especially because they're able to hold on to these last couple of weapons. So it's at least 2 rifles you don't have to buy. Oscar's got full armor, so you're not going to have to buy into that as well. So it's definitely going to be a healthy buy. There is every possibility that they can just snag that lead at the half. But 9, I don't know, this resurgence from them looking so much cleaner. They might be able to get this one for themselves. I don't know. I'm starting to feel it. I think 9 might just be running away with this one, Tom.
Yeah, I mean, going into the CT side, I think we're going to be seeing Sinners struggle massively. Unless Oscar does go wild, he has been the key player for them on their CT side. I mean, if you just look at the stats, they tell a story of their own. So 7-7. Who is going to get the last round of this half here? This is 9's map pick. They struggled for a little bit here on the first couple of rounds. They were slaughtered by Sinners. They made a little bit of turn and have been getting a little bit of vengeance versus Sinners. Oscar up close and personal here for the AWP, giving away his position thanks to the scope in. And, well, he's shut down. Star player, he's out. And now it's going to be very difficult for Sinners to try and recover from this. They have still got players here. The shots through the smoke rain out, and Shock is going to be coming out on top. 0-2. Take it down key, but Kylar through the smoke takes care of Shock. This is looking to push on through. Goofy is able to take down this play. Now it's going to be a 2v2. This is the kind of play we want to see. A little bit of excitement on the board. Coming in from CT, it's going to be B-Stick. He's going to get flashed out. Never mind. It happened reverse. The B-Stick has an opportunity here to shut down these players, but Alice, he's here. He was doing that on purpose. He team flashed just to have a little bit of a show. He knows where this last player is at. Gets the shot, and that's going to be the round win for them. What a fantastic end to the first half. We're going to go to a quick break and come back with the second half. Don't go anywhere.
All right, welcome back, everyone. 8-7 for 9 here on Inferno. Of course, our second map of the series, and 9 looking to close it out as they are 1-0 in the series. They start things off on their CT side. Sinners towards the end of that map started to finally show some signs of life, or rather, started to give over a little bit more space than I think they necessarily wanted to. 9 we saw starting to finally take some of that mid control that I so wanted, and it worked. Now they find themselves in the lead, and hopefully they can close it out.
Pistol round. See how this goes. It's a couple of dual Berettas here. Goofy and Mynio. My kind of lads here. Love those guns. Well, Killer's going to be the key player here. Although, Key is actually a different part of the map. B-Stick. He's going to be pushing in. His teammate's going to be falling to the wayside. The dual Berettas from Goofy going to be coming in tandem with his teammate's guns as well. But he's missing a lot of shots here. Killer's going to be able to pick up B-Stick. Nice trade-off. Now there's only going to be 2 players here on their side. And look at this. ZEDKO. He's made his way through into a difficult spot to predict. And now he may well be able to stop these rotating players. He is spotted. Gets damaged a little bit, but not enough. And our Key, he really is going to be the key player. Ugh, didn't even mean to make that pun, but it is what it is. He's going to be sitting behind Ticker Booth, waiting for any kind of informational play from Sinners. And now we can hear them. They're pushing out towards him, and ZEDKO makes quick work of him. ZEDKO has the opportunity, picks up a USP, 10 bullets in the magazine. In the clip. Peeks out. Decides not to go in for the full dedication here. Very smart play. Instead, he's going to be pushed out towards jungle, trying to split the attention here, waste some time, and Goofy tries his best, but falls to the wayside and loses yet another pistol round.
I like that Sinners took a far more patient position after the start of that round, right? Like, things go really fast. They immediately pull back, pull away from the fight, get the bomb out of the danger zone, as it were, head over towards the A site, really slow things down, get that bomb planted. They know that they're in an advantageous position. They know that they can hold the line, and they manage to go really well. So there you go. Sinners finally do tie things up. Their first round on the board since they took that seemingly disastrous timeout. But it seems the break was exactly what they needed, right? Secondary free timeout, give them an opportunity to figure things out a little bit, yeah? But of course, 9 forcing up into this. Bearing in mind, of course, this is the 3rd pistol round that Sinners have won, and 9 like to force up after they lose the pistol round. So we'll see if it works out this time. It's worked out 1 out of 2 times so far.
I'm excited to see if Sinners can win this, because Vertigo would be an absolute solid map to see these 2 teams play on. B-Stick maybe looking to make that even more likely, but they couldn't quite find the pick in time. As we do see Shock back off. He's tagged down a little bit there by the Deagle in mid. Killer going to be sitting behind bench at the moment. Goofy. Ladder room. Oscar could play into this. Flash comes out, but has no effect. The gun is now peaked and spotted. Shots are going to be coming out. Didn't quite land, though. Oscar going to be holding this angle, but doesn't quite expect the crab walk in from Goofy to come through. Does a little bit of damage. Going to be Killer onto ZEDKO, though. He had 4 HP, all the way down to 0, thanks to that Deagle. Unfortunately, the teammates of 9 are not going to be there in time. Never mind, mynio is able to pick up 1. Unfortunately, going to get dropped almost instantaneously. Key going to be pushing up from the rear. Looking to see if he can make his way a little bit quietly on through the apps. 0 faking out the bomb there. Now he's going to have to dedicate it as well, but Key's going to be coming up behind. Gets the kill, doesn't get the denial, but it doesn't matter. They've done their job. They can now go for the defuse, and there's nothing. There is nothing Beastie can do about it.
He's just going to hold on to that Galil, and honestly, I think that's a smart move. Another force in the books working out in favor of 9. Very, very well done here, and of course, that's going to cause some serious havoc in the Sinners camp economically. That's why they decided to hold on to that Galil, because the best they can do at this point is upgraded pistols. And even that would be, at this early stage in the game, I suppose not the end of the world, but you want to have some cash into the next round, so hopefully we don't really see much of a spend into this one. 9, on the other hand, they're happy. They're officially on a... Well, they would have been on a bonus. They do have to reinvest for a couple of their players, but for the most part, they have managed to save some of that money, so they are absolutely laughing. just like you, Tom.
Yeah, a little bit of a run boost I was expecting to come out there, but it doesn't happen. I think, yeah, there was a nade that went out towards top mid. Put them off from doing that. Mynio has got one of the drop to kill lils, so going to be saving a little bit of money. He's playing a little bit, you know, carelessly, but lucky for him, Alice is there to help his protect him. Key managed to pick down Beastly. Now the Shock comes out, gets the kill. That's fantastic. It's going to be the pistol coming out from Hannes, able to pick up one, but Shock with the upgraded now rifle in his hands, able to fire in one. He's going to be 9 HP. Make that 0. Mynio coming through for his team. That's going to be 10th round on the board. 8 to 10.
Well, having that advantage definitely came in handy here. We can see, right, 9 looking a lot better here on this CT side than they had on the T side. And to be fair, the T side wasn't bad. It was really back and forth, very similar to what we'd seen earlier on Ancient. So unsurprising to see that that first half had gone that way, but now they're starting to build that little bit of momentum for themselves. They've gone beyond the bonus. Now they're going to have to obviously invest into this one. But they do have the AWP. Hades has been so good with it. And Sinners able to reinvest now themselves. But of course, this is going to be a really, really pivotal round for them. Because as much as, yes, they lose this, they still get a bit of cash, but it's not going to be great. And they have invested into the AWP. It's a heavy investment, and it needs to pay off.
I think it will. I think Oscar's going to be able to come through for his team. We'll have to wait and see. Only time will tell. ZEDKO is going to be in a whole load of trouble. This is able to spot him through the smoke. Able to pick up the kill. Wow. Shock. He's made his way up here. Set up on towards bench, and unfortunate for him. I ain't gonna be no picnic bench for you. Shock goes down. Another kill. 9. Look at to clean this up. They don't want a third map. They want nothing to do with it. They want to win this, and they want to carry on through to the next series, which, if I am right in saying, will be versus Endpoint or Genk. Be a fairly interesting matchup. 9 have not played against Endpoint yet this series. Oh, what was that? B-Stick!
That's gross.
Fantastic transfer there. Good old burst on both of the players. Evening up the score in regards to player count. Key is going to have to jump up here. He's not seen by 0. He made 0 noise. Gets the kill, but Oscar's here to retaliate. B-Stick, he's on fire with this AK. Keep that in mind. Oscar's going to have to go in for the plant. That is not going to be ideal. They've only got 25 seconds, so if they go in for the rotation, they have to go all the way. They can't stop. This is now full dedication over towards the B site.
Oh dear. I don't know if I agree with this. It's doable. Oh man. He's only got a couple of seconds. Run, man.
Has he? He's not timed it right. He's got it wrong. No! Oh, B-Stick! You absolute hero! Oscar got the timing wrong, but still, somehow, the bait worked. It was an accident, but B-Stick comes through and gets a quad kill. All headshots with an AK.
That was amazing. I mean, we talk about some of the hero plays we've seen. Oscar's had a couple of really good ones, but B-Stick comes in so clutch there. And you know, a part of you would like to believe that it was all planned. That he started to book it all the way to the other side and was like, yo, I'm not going to make it, so wait and kill them all, right? You want to believe it, but I don't think I do. I think it was wildly coincidental, but it plays out perfectly. I mean, they couldn't have asked for a better way for that round to end, all things considered. So congratulations in order on that one, but they're still a round down. They do, however, have the advantage here because 9... Things have been weird because of the fact that 9 won on the Sinners forced, 9 themselves forced. So it does create like a bit of a weird dynamic from what we're used to. And of course that means that 9's economy is quite messy, particularly given how close all of these rounds have been. None of them have been like super clean, right? 5 or 4 players left alive. It's been really close. So 9 haven't been able to build up much of anything. They do, however, have an AWP in hand, which is, this is an interesting investment.
Oh, B-Stick goes down. Shut down right off the bat. ZEDKO is going in for the spray for the Khalil, but instead he's going to get tagged down if he's not careful. Shock takes care of business because Goofy and Key, they don't check their sidelines, and that is going to punish them massively. That's 2 guns. The 2 rifles they had on their side out for the count. little bit of waste. They managed to get 1 kill, but that's not going to be good enough. And this is going to be the key as they push on through. Never mind. Deny. Mynio gets 1, but that's going to be all she wrote. Kylar picks up the AWP on top of his deagle. I mean, what do you do? I mean, you kind of want to just go and save this now.
Yeah, I felt like it was a weird buy from 9. I get that everyone was buying down, so you buy so that everybody is below 500 or whatever the case was, whatever their number was. But I don't, like, it just seems like such a waste when you consider that you're going in with such a janky buy into a full, fleshed out, healthy buy from Sinners. I don't know. It's weird to me, and it means that they have nothing into this next round. Okay, they've teeny bit of cash, but really not much. I'd be surprised if we see much of anything being spent into this round. At least they do manage to hold on to the AWP, so it's not the worst thing in the whole world, but still not ideal. Sinners finally starting to claw their way back into this, and we kind of maintain that really back and forth feel. And I quite like that. I like how, because the last couple of days, Tom, we've had some pretty one-sided affairs. So it's really nice to see that these teams are going so heavily toe-to-toe. And bearing in mind, of course, it's last chance saloon for both of them. This is the lower bracket. So whoever loses out in this series is out of the tournament and out of the running for the EPL.
Yeah, you don't want to be that team that goes out at this point. You want to stay alive, stay in the running. B-Stick looking to push in with his teammates, but it's going to be 0 ZEDKO. Going to be able to get a couple of kills each. Instead of him, Pistol's going to be seemingly very little in the way of effective versus these players. Kylar has got the AWP, keep in mind, and he's going to be at the stair position right next to potential danger. He's going to try and get out of danger zone here, trying to make sure he can save this AWP into the next round. Hero plays are not welcome here. They may well be able to do this. There we go. They've got him away. So, well, a little bit of a lackluster round. They do take 1 player out of the equation. That's going to be Shock, which means he has to reinvest in this. But honestly, that's not going to be an issue. They can invest the money in after this. They're going to have around 5k each. Unless my math is wrong, which it probably is because I'm a caster. But
That's on stream.
Yeah, solid round.
I mean, they hold on to the AWP and 2 deagles, so got that going for them. It's something.
Yeah.
Nah, things are looking a little bit stressful here in the 9 camp. Sinners are really feeling themselves here. And I mean, this is the thing. Like we said it on their CT side, they really did seem to have a great grasp of the map, and we're seeing it again here, despite the fact that they're on the slightly less favored side. No concerns, no worries. Took them a little bit of a while to start getting their footing, but now that they have, feels like there's almost no resistance. That could change into the next round, because obviously 9 will be able to buy in again, but at that point it's a 2-round deficit. Keep things tight, keep them close. As soon as at least have a good little stockpile of cash, so even if they do somehow lose this round, they're good into the next. But if they win this one, I mean, they just keep kind of snowballing through with this cash.
Yeah, if you're 9, you don't be losing this AWP. ZEDKO has been spotted and is able to back off, so he's not shot in the back instantaneously, but ZEDKO's still going to be playing aggressive, gets the headshot clean. Very clean, and now that's going to be an AWP that is recovered by Goofy. Never mind. B-Stick is able to find that kill. A little bit disappointing performance from them on this round, even if they are obviously at a massive disadvantage. Still expect a little bit more from them on this. Mynio on the other side of the smoke does hear the footsteps of them dropping away. Molotov's going to deny any kind of window peeks, and now they can look to go up towards a short position. Very much uncontested. There might be a couple of deagle shots that come out, but honestly, never mind. Not even worth it. The rifles have just been on point in this round for all these players. And Key, last player alive, does get 1 shot in, only delivers 38 points of damage. It's going to be 12th round on the board here for Sinners.
And a nice clean one as well. Don't lose any of their weapons. So like we said, cash absolutely booming at this point. But this is what we were saying, right? Now Nine are able to buy in again. Now they can invest. They can actually put some plans in action. I want to see if they make some adaptations here. They've had some decent map control, and for a team that were looking a little shaky on the start of their T side, their CT has looked better. And again, they're holding that mid position, but Sinner's angling towards this A site. Could be a surprise. I'm wondering about B stick, and I feel like there's going to be some util faking out that side.
Seems like it may well be. Window is going to get smoked off. This distracts maybe 2 of the players, maybe even just 1. Hadis is able to take 1 kill over towards that ramp position. Key going to be able to pick up 2, make that 3-4.
No
Going
shot,
huge headshot on one of them. Just shuts them down. It was able to be able to get 1 kill, but no more. As Key is able to just clean up shop with the last 4 kills.
Bro. That was nasty. He should not have been able to get 4 kills there. Well done. That's what I said, man. That was the round that Sinners needed to be worried about. That was the round where Nine could turn everything back in their favor. And okay, in a ridiculous fashion. You could call it heroics, although I'm not too sure if if that's fair on either side. Hadis again with the opening kill. This man cannot be stopped.
Well, ZEDKO is able to get 1 kill, takes down Kylar, but Goofy in return is able to take down 1. Hadis misses the opportunity. If he'd managed to get that kill, that would have delayed any kind of movement with the bomb. Goofy, he's going to be put on well, in the spotlight right now. One of his teammates is backing off to potentially help him. Information is here. Shock drops down. This is heard. mynio going to be holding the side angle. This may not be red. It doesn't matter. Goofy has it held, gets the kill. Now B-Stick and his teammates are going to have to, well, teammates rather, Zero are going to have to reevaluate what they're doing, because everything was really dependent on being able to take over that B site almost instantaneously, but it's not going to happen. 2v4. Should be able to make this work here. If they can just find a couple of kills, that's all they need, but it's going to be like getting blood out of a stone at this point. Do they just go and try and save a couple of rifles? That may be what they opt in for. AWP is going to get picked up on B-Stick. I'd say it's a bit of a mistake unless they are saving, because he has proven fairly, obviously, versatile with the AK. There's only 20 seconds left on the clock. If they do try to go for this rush, it's gonna be painful, especially versus Key, who's very good at being able to try and handle these high-stress situations. Yeah, there's no way. They're saving.
Well done to Nine, honestly. Finally able to buy back in, and Hadis has just gone absolutely beast mode. 2 rounds in a row where he manages to get that opening shot, and it opens up so much for the rest, because trades generally favor your attacking side, your Ts, but losing a player is so detrimental for either side, really. You know, to try and mount some sort of an attack, sure, you know, you maybe find yourself on a site where you have the numbers advantage, but they have the element of surprise, the ambush surprise, and very often you can leverage that into your favor. So if Hadis can keep doing this, if he can keep getting these unreal opening kills, nah, they're not letting it happen. They're headed to B, man. That is not happening.
You say that, seems like an underpass play here in towards A. Could be the play. Flash going to be coming out. Allow the players from underpass to peek him up. And it's going to be difficult. mynio is in a good position. Zero may be able to find this initial kill. He does. He opens up. And now A is looking fairly tasty here from the side of Sinners. They're slow to react. Smoke is going to be now coming back out. This allows Zero to push up a little bit closer. Chuck out Utopia so much. Shock is going to be peeking out. What are you doing, mynio? Far too close. He's taken out the equation now. It's down to Hadis to try and clutch this out. Over towards this site. His teammates are coming, but honestly, from heroes to zeros right now, from Nine's side, they're going to have to do a huge amount of work here to defend this site. Sinners are still playing this massively slow, but I mean, ZEDKO has got this locked down. If they try to go for the rotation from 9 side, they're absolutely screwed. And now here comes the execution. Killer's able to find one. He's going to be deep on site, sitting next to triple. Smoke's going to be coming out, but the spray through it's going to be landing right next to him. No bullets do connect, though. Palace is going to be flashed out as they try to push out through Palace. The spray through the smoke comes out. The shot comes out. He's so excited. Drops his AWP. Has to now going for the repeat. Spots out a player, but can't get the hits. Goes in, tries to stop the plant, but doesn't quite work. Oscar's able to get the kill. He's left in a 1v2. Gets the shot through the wall. Goes in for the flick. Can't quite hit it. He's going to be left in a 1v1. Flash comes out. Does absolutely nothing. He's got no util. He's trying not to zoom out. Spots the shoulder. Goes in for the hit. He thought he landed it. Doesn't quite happen. And now he's just going to be trying to play in for the bait. Zero should have this out for the bag. And, well, Hades was too busy looking at the ghost that was in mid.
That's heartbreaking. Bomb was planted in the worst possible position for him, and Zero only had to pay time. He didn't even need to peek out. He could have just chilled, really, while while looking for a ghost on the floor. Sad. That was so close. It was almost the comeback that 9 needed. And to be honest, Sinners play that really well. They know that Hades likes to chill over here towards the A site with the AWP, so they go, nah, we go B. It's fine. That's where we start. But now Hades again looking to potentially stem the tide here as he moves over towards that midsection. But there's nothing there. They've bought into it. They've bought into the Sinners rotation over towards B in the previous round. Now A side completely open.
Okay, well, that was a massive mistake. Can't be coming back from that one. ZEDKO is able to get 1 kill. Hades, he was going for the trade on him, but the bomb, it's already been planted. We were barely into this round. A site is completely lost. I'm not quite sure where 9 thought they were, but it was not in the right place. Coming up from behind is going to be B-Stick. He may well catch him off guard. He was spotted by Hades. He's going to be peeking back up, gets the kill, and now they feel like they could potentially go in for this. Mynio is going to get sprayed down. He's only got 19 HP, and, well, the save has been called.
Jeez. The rush towards that A site. I mean, 9 were not expecting that. They were not expecting such an aggressive push in. But that's the thing. Sinners have been relatively dynamic with their approaches. They don't always go for the aggressive push. Sometimes they take the slower push, you know. And this was one of those rounds where they go for the more aggressive possession. And winning out those first 2 duels is massive. Yes, Hades is good for a return. But by that point, like you said, they'd already completely overrun the site. There were only 2 players on the A site, and because they've taken such an aggressive position, the moment the 2 of them go down, the site's open. You smoke off those entryways, and Hades, he can't see anything. He gets that first kill, but he has to push out aggressively if he wants to get anything more. So that was really well played from Sinners, and 9 gambled on the aggression. It didn't pay off. They're doing it again. No one there this time around. Again, Sinners constantly dynamic. Now they go back to the B site. See if they can get something done this side.
I'm still just thinking back to Hades just dropping his AWP in excitement in one of the previous rounds. It's just so telling of what's going on. There's so much pressure on these players. This is, I mean, it's essentially career change, and if they can get into the Pro League, it is just such a play. And Sinners are playing for absolutely everything, and they've been playing very well. They have been dropping the ball massively, but they've had a few good clutch moments. What I do like is that 3 of the players are on 20 kills. Quite funny. Goofy, though. Coming in with a deal, gets 1. Trying his best to try and leverage this for his teammates. Killer, completely blind, can't see the tip of the head. Just too hyper-fixated up and towards that short position to even consider that there was a player down below. Mynio, you have to hit these shots or stay alive at least. He hasn't got enough bullets here. 12 in the magazine right now. Goes in for the shots, but he's not going to be able to get a single kill. Does a little bit of damage, but now only 8 left in the chamber. Gets 1. Has to back off. Needs to go for the reload, but he's still going to be holding on to it. Returns in towards this mid position. Unfortunately, Shock is there to lay down a law. Key. Hades, last 2 players left alive. 1 is found by the AWP. Oh, Shock and Oscar versus Key and Hades. 9 seconds left. Key's going to be coming up behind Oscar. Goes in for the shot. He's waiting the time down. Gets the kill, and now 3 seconds left on the clock. Somehow, they pull this one out. And Shock still managed to take down Key, who was getting a little bit greedy.
So close, down to the wire. Round after round, back and forth, the punches being thrown. No one ever really getting a comfortable lead. It's starting to feel like overtime, Tom. It feels a little bit like overtime.
How dare you say that?
It's okay, I'm reverse caster cursing.
It's triple overtime.
Right? Oh, Lord. Not in 31 degree heat, okay? Please do not wish that into my future.
Don't worry, it's only 2 degrees.
Dying. Can we swap? Can we trade?
Oh, well, good. You know what? I'm fine. Let's dive on to the next round here. So, I mean, Sinners have been playing really well. 9 have been struggling at points. This is their map pick, but it's a default map pick, so it's not surprised they are struggling at times.
Yeah, unfortunate. And I mean, this is what we spoke about before. Like, it's seen as one of those puggier maps, but that doesn't really mean anything.
No.
It really comes down to a lot more.
Oh,
God. Okay.
That's really important. ZEDKO has managed to pick up multiple kills. No, he does go down, but Hellas is there to get the trade off. This is big. Now all they have to do is deal with 3 Sinners players, which, you know, has been a difficult task in the past, especially with it being Shock and Oskar and Beestick. Or just any of the players, to be honest. mynio getting that kill was so crucial, taking down ZEDKO. And 0 going down to Hellas was a good trade. Losing Key, a little bit painful, but not the end of the world. Shock is now going to be cleaning out the apartments. Looking to try and find anyone he can at this point. Any extra information or kill is huge. Oskar going to be playing a little bit of a risky move here, trying to clean out and push up towards short at the moment, or long short rather. Shock, meanwhile, on towards the side. He will get spotted. He hits the headshots, cleanly snapping these headshots off, but it's now going to be V-Stick left at a 1v3. Pushes out towards short, goes in for the spray. Doesn't happen because Goofy's there. The flash works in his favor, and that's going to be 14-14.
This was great. I mean, that starting opening kill, it was a bit of a weird one. It felt like a just odd peek into mid that instantly got shut down. And off of that, they already have the lead in terms of numbers. So they're able to press that advantage quite nicely. And this is a pivotal moment. We talk about the potential for OT, but only if Sinners win this round. If Sinners lose this round, they have... Well, I mean, no, they can still buy into the next even if they lose this round. That's not true. It could go either way. And they're likely going to lose this round. That was nasty.
Yeah, I mean... They're very little to play with on this point. They don't get a single kill, which is, you know, kind of expected. Although, saying that, pistol rounds, you have seen a lot of damage done by them in the past.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes it does happen, but it's quite funny to me that it's happened twice where on a pistol round we've just seen death by utility. Feels somewhat read into. 9 pulling out the AWP, the double AWP strat. They want to drive this one home. Sinners don't have any AWP to respond back. First kill here could determine everything.
Hades is just pushing down mid. He has no chill. He does get killed, but the trade is going to be coming out as mynio takes down 0. Now, slow down for a couple of seconds, but Shock and 0 are going to be out for the count. That's going to be 2 players right off the bat. 9 looking to just close this out now. Like you said, the double AWP set up. Killer's going to be in a great position. ZEDKO out through that window position straight into the, well, claws of his enemies here. Sinners. They've got everything to play for. They can't afford to lose this. The effect this would have on your mental. Absolutely brutal. They are going to be going into a boost up into this window position. There is a chance they could go for this. AWP going to be getting picked up by Oskar. A little bit of an interesting choice, making a lot of noise there. Coming up from behind, though, it's going to be the one, the only Key catching Oskar off guard to gets the kill. The bomb goes down. It's Beestick left in a 1v4. He's got everything he has to play for. And now Key is just going to be hiding up behind his mid position. He gets the information. Incendiary grenade goes out and gets the final kill. That is going to be a GG. Well played. And Key is going to burn alive at the end there, but... What a situation to come through here. Sinners unable to win their map on Ancient and unable to close out 9's map pick on Mirage, even though they were so close, Sam.
Ridiculously close, honestly. I was really impressed with how back and forth both of these maps had been. I think it comes down to very small mistakes that can easily be